Potatoes are a dietary staple globally, providing vitamin C, B6, potassium, fiber especially in the skin, and resistant starch, which can benefit gut health and blood sugar regulation. They're versatile, affordable, filling, and generally well tolerated. However, their underground growing environment and post-harvest treatments create multiple contamination concerns. Growing underground means potatoes are in direct contact with soil for their entire development period. They absorb whatever's in that soil, including pesticides applied to the soil, residues from previous crop treatments, and potentially heavy metals if present. Different from crops where you can peel away a protective outer layer and discard contamination, with potatoes, the peel is where the most nutrients and the most contamination both concentrate. Conventional potato farming uses substantial chemical inputs. Herbicides control weeds, fungicides prevent blights and rots, insecticides target Colorado potato beetles and other pests. Testing has found residues from 35 or more different pesticides on conventional potatoes. The variety of chemicals reflects the multiple pest and disease pressures potato crops face. Post-harvest treatments add another layer of concern. Chlorpyrifam is commonly used to prevent potatoes from sprouting during storage and transport. This chemical inhibits cell division in potato eyes, keeping them dormant for months. While it serves a practical purpose in the commercial food system, it adds to your chemical exposure. Some jurisdictions have begun banning or restricting chlorpyrifam, but it remains widely used. The peel or not peel question becomes particularly acute with potatoes. The skin contains significant fiber, potassium, and various micronutrients. Nutritionally, you'd prefer to eat the skin. From a contamination perspective, peeling removes the majority of pesticide residues, though not entirely since some chemicals have penetrated into the outer flesh. Studies suggest peeling removes roughly 70 to 80% of residues. Different potato varieties may have different pest pressures and chemical needs. Russet potatoes, with their thick skin, might offer slightly more protection than thin-skinned varieties, though they're all grown underground in similar conditions. Sweet potatoes, which are actually not closely related botanically to regular potatoes, have different pest profiles and potentially different contamination patterns. Preparation methods matter significantly. If you're baking potatoes and eating them skin-on, conventional potatoes present maximum exposure. If you're peeling potatoes and boiling them for mashed potatoes, you've removed most contamination. French fries from peeled potatoes represent lower exposure than skin-on roasted potatoes, though frying introduces other health concerns unrelated to pesticides. For budget-conscious consumers, here's a practical strategy. Buy organic potatoes when you plan to eat them with skin on, such as baked potatoes or roasted fingerlings. Buy conventional potatoes when you're peeling them anyway, such as for mashed potatoes or gratins. This targeted approach optimizes your budget while reducing contamination exposure where it's highest. The organic premium for potatoes is typically moderate, maybe 40 to 60%, and potatoes are an inexpensive staple, so the absolute dollar difference is manageable for many budgets. A 5-pound bag of organic potatoes might cost $3 to $4 more than conventional, which spread across multiple meals represents minimal per serving cost increase. Washing potatoes thoroughly, even scrubbing with a brush, helps remove soil and surface residues, but doesn't eliminate absorbed chemicals. For sprout inhibitor chemicals like chlorpyrifam that are applied post-harvest, peeling is the most effective removal method. The take-home message is that potatoes offer substantial nutrition and satiety value, but the contamination risks are real and varied. Your consumption patterns and preparation methods should guide your purchasing decisions. Vulnerable populations should prioritize organic, especially for skin-on preparations. For others, strategic purchasing based on how you'll prepare the potatoes can balance nutrition, safety, and budget concerns effectively.